Yes, this is the brand new GoPro Hero 9. It is right here in front of me. I've been fortunate to have the camera for the last 24 hours and to test it out before it's been released to the public. So in today's video, I'm super stoked on this camera for a number of reasons, and I wanted to share them with you. I wanted to answer some of those questions like, is the battery life longer? Is the front-facing screen worth it? Have they brought back the replaceable front lens cover? What's the biggest sensor like? Well, let's get stuck into it. This is a 23.6 megapixel sensor versus a 12 megapixel sensor for photos. So we're gonna take some photos here and yeah, let's have a look at them. So I guess one of the first reasons why I'm super stoked on the brand new GoPro Hero 9 is because it's far more versatile for social creators. Take a look at these side by sides. You know, they're not exactly the same because I've clicked the shutter like a half second apart, but when we compare the GoPro Hero 8 to the GoPro Hero 9, yes, the form factor of the GoPro 9 has grown marginally, but there's huge improvements which can be seen in the pixel quality. Having more pixels means I can take another part of the frame and use that as my photo. So basically having the bigger sensor just means you can capture better images. You can capture images with more light, less noise, more detail. So is the larger sensor worth the upgrade? In my opinion, yes. Okay, so I'm just going to tap this so you can see it turning the boost on, boost off, boost on. Alright, so the main difference with Hypersmooth 2.0 and 3.0 is that 3.0 on GoPro Hero 9 enables you to use this boost option that you saw in that previous little clip on more lenses. So this was available on GoPro Hero 8, so is it worth the upgrade? Marginally. Now, where I tend to use it is in super view. I don't really think it's that great because by boosting it, what you're actually doing is you're also digitally cropping. So whenever you add the boost, you digitally crop in to add more stability to your image. So I'm pretty happy with just either Hypersmooth on as opposed to boost. So you kind of have three options. You have it off, you have it on, or you have it boosted. I tend to either just have it on or just have it off and shoot in the higher frame rate, and that seems to work for me. I guess what I'm more interested in and what I think is the biggest selling point of the GoPro Hero 9 is having this front-facing screen. As an upgrade, and is it worth upgrading for the screen? Yeah, if you're a vlogger and you want to make vlogs, yeah, the screen is epic. Let's have a listen to the audio quality. So one of the things I'm always keen and interested to see is what the audio algorithm is like in the updates of any GoPro camera. I was super impressed with what they've done with the Hero 7. Now on the left here, I'm shooting on the GoPro Hero 8, and on the right, I'm shooting on the new GoPro Hero 9. Obviously, it's way better to vlog with because I've got this front-facing screen, but in terms of the audio algorithm, I'm not yet sure of, what the sound quality is like. On this camera, I have the GoPro Hero 8 with the media mod. It's amazing for adding something like the Rode Wireless Go. But yeah, we're comparing it side by side to the GoPro 9 in-camera audio. I think GoPro audio in-camera is amazing, so that's why I'm not so chuffed on the media mod. But if you are extending, well, it does give you the option to add a 3.5mm jack so that you can add something like a Wireless Go. And yes, GoPro have also made a media mod for the Hero 9. Something to check out. Okay, so right now we're testing out the audio algorithm with wind reduction on. So both cameras have wind reduction switched to on. Previously we just had it on auto, so the camera chooses whether to reduce the wind or not. Let's test this as we spin around. Hopefully that doesn't make you dizzy. But right now wind reduction is on, so if you were to vlog without the media mod, just the internal audio, well, you're hearing what GoPro Hero 9 sounds like in comparison to what GoPro Hero 8 sounds like. Alright, this last little vlog test is just testing out the low light. I've got the GoPro Hero 8 shooting 4K and the GoPro Hero 9 shooting 4K, both at 24. And yeah, Hypersmooth is on. It's not on boost, it's just on. So it's dusk, you can see the lighting conditions here. The Eiffel Tower is about to light up. Yeah, little vlog comparison, checking out the sensor. In terms of the battery, GoPro are boasting that the new battery is supposed to be 30% more battery life. As I've only had the camera for 24 hours, I haven't yet really been able to test this out properly, so stay tuned for more videos on this channel where I will share some more details and insights in regards to, its full capabilities. But from our 24-hour shoot yesterday, I was shooting across 2 cameras and I did notice that, yeah, I only needed to change the batteries once. It's very similar to how I would normally shoot, so it's hard to say. There's a stack of other features that the GoPro Hero 9 also boasts, like in-camera horizon leveling that I'm yet to check out, as well as Timewarp 3.0, which I have tested, which is quite cool. One of the coolest new features in Timewarp 3.0 is the fact that when you tap to real time, you also have the audio enabled. You can actually do this feature on the Hero 8, but you would have to be recording with an external source to make sure that they sync up. I guess to wrap up my initial thoughts on the GoPro Hero 9 as to whether I think it's worth the upgrade, sure. If you have any of the GoPro Hero range, then stepping up to the GoPro Hero 9 is going to give you a lot more in the photo and video capabilities. The bigger sensor is definitely worth it. If you're looking for a first-time travel camera or you're looking to get into action camera content, vlogs, social media content, this is an absolute beast. And there's still a lot that I'd like to explore with the camera, so I'm going to keep creating more videos. I'd love some insight and feedback as to what you'd like to know. Drop me a comment below. Let me know what you like or you're interested in seeing in regards to how this camera performs. I'll create more vlogs and hopefully some tutorials as to how I use the camera. But be sure to check out some of my other videos on the GoPro Hero 8 and the GoPro Hero 7 that I've posted on this channel. As always, thank you so much for sharing the stoke, and I'll see you guys in the next upload. JL. Peace.